What's going on? Furious Pete coming at you guys on the second channel, Furious Pete Vlogs. Welcome to the channel. If you have yet to do so, go ahead and click that subscribe button, will you? Click that subscribe button. Welcome to the channel. This is a topic that a little bit controversial in the sense that it can be really controversial, but you never know whether to judge this based on 100% natural arms, steroid arms, or a combination of steroids and synthol. If you are uneducated on synthol or don't know too much about it, it's injecting an oil into your muscle, and it's a shitload of oil and becomes pretty crazy. And especially down in Brazil, it's become very addictive, which we'll get into in this video. Before we get in, I want to let you guys know we launched a new shirt through Teespring. You guys loved the deadlift shirt, so we decided to launch this one. This is the Arm Day shirt. This is the shirt that we were going to launch before the deadlift shirt, but we decided to launch a deadlift shirt first because you guys know how much I love my deadlifts, and then we decided to launch this one as well. So if you guys want this shirt, it is available for 1 week only. Teespring.com/armday. Link in the description below. Enjoy. Now let's get into the topic of things. One of the biggest arms back in the day in like the classic bodybuilding physiques was this gentleman. This is Sergio Oliva. He had about 20.5-inch arms. He won the Mr. Olympia actually 3 times, had the best physique in the world, and his arms were, I don't want to say only, but they were only 20.5 inches. They say number 9 in the world is actually this man, Ronnie Coleman, and this guy has to be one of the classic bodybuilders that I've looked up to over the years. Not, you know, I've grown up with, maybe not look up to, but I've grown up with, and his videos inspired me to go to the gym. They definitely inspired me to go to the gym. He had a bunch of really good videos that just like, they pumped you up to hit the gym. So maybe he did inspire me to, you know, just keep training harder. Some of his lifts were crazy, especially for a bodybuilder, because it's not about the powerlifting. To maintain a physique like that and be able to still lift heavy ass weight, well, it's very impressive. As he always said, ain't nothing but a peanut. Lightweight, buddy. Next bodybuilder would be Lou Ferrigno, and apparently his arms went up to 22.5 inches. You guys may have known him from the Arnold days, where, you know, he was battling it up in the good old classic movie Pumpin' Iron, and his arms were giant. Now we can talk about bodybuilders all day with big arms, because there's a lot of them. There's a lot of them that have 20+ inch arms, and they're impressive and they're big. But there's nothing that compares to the synthol arms. They're on another level. They're on another planet. And it's insane what these guys have done. And we're going to start off with a classic physique. The guy that pretty much brought this to the forefront, brought it to the map, would be a gentleman that you guys may know as Gregg Valentino. This guy brought synthol to everyone. This pretty much he just brought the attention of synthol to everyone, and everyone started learning about it. I wouldn't say just through him, but he's the guy that everyone talked about. And one big factor is the fact that his actual arms exploded. That's right, all of that right there, all of that, it exploded because he put in too much oil, infected like crazy. It was an insane thing to see. I'm not going to post images right here. You're welcome to Google them and see what it looks like, because it's, well, pretty much if you look at the images, there's no way you'll ever do synthol. Ever, because you see those images, you're like, what the fuck is that? I never want that to happen to me. I don't want my arms to explode, because that is insane. That is just insane. So he was substantial, and then there were a lot of other bodybuilders that sometimes it's hard to say if these guys are bodybuilders, because the rest of these guys' physiques aren't that impressive. You know, you see all these guys with synthol, they'll have huge arms, but everything else is like, do you even lift, bro? Like, I get it that every day is arm day, hence the shirt, teespring.com. Link in the description below. Go grab it while it's hot. I get it that you guys, you want huge arms, but you want like the rest of your physique to look good, right? So we'll get into number 3. This gentleman his name is Arlindo de Soi. As you guys can see, like, obviously he can do some arm curls, but like, look at that. That looks like an infection right there, right? Doesn't that look like an infection already right there? His whole body looks like an infection. It looks like there's bee stings here, here, here. That's pretty much what it looks like, but like, there's no abs. I don't know if he's even capable of training anything else. I don't know what the deal is. Here's another photo of him, but the other one, you can tell like there's something wrong. Like looking at this one, like, what the hell is going on there? That just can't be right. That's not good. That's not good at all. And this is where it gets scary, because these people technically just get addicted to this stuff, right? They get addicted. They start it, and then they just simply can't stop. Apparently, he first started injecting oil and then actually alcohol as well into his body. And that's the problem, you know, when you're in like maybe a poor country and you want those big arms, but you can't necessarily get that clean oil to inject into you. That's when things get kind of crazy. He apparently admits to have taken steroids, hormones, and horse vitamins. Apparently he says women admire him and men admire him. I guess, you know, there's fetishes for everything. There's fetishes for everything in this world. I guess people admire this. But personally, like, if I saw that right there, I would question, I'd be worried about this guy. I'd be like, you gotta go see a doctor. You gotta get this figured out. You gotta get this fixed up. So here we go. Number two, Romario de Santos Alves. Now, I have to admit, these biceps, this pose, makes this guy's arms look freaking huge. Now, although it looks insane and stupid, it looks way better than the previous guy, right? These biceps right here, they look way better than the previous guy. But, unfortunately, it's just with this pose, because if you open up another one, you know, things get a little weird here. Again, no abs whatsoever. He's trying to have like an awesome physique, but no abs here. And he's got like these, you know, big bee bites right here for traps. And then everything else looks not as good anymore, right? But that pose, I'm not going to lie, I thought his arms looked huge, and they didn't look so off, you know? It wasn't necessarily that it didn't, you know, obviously it didn't look real, but as compared with like all these other synthol arms out there, that pose actually just does him a little bit of justice, you know? It's like, all right, bro, you did all right with that synthol right there. You got some big arms. Good for you. So this guy comes in at number 2 at 30-inch arms. The guy before, with the infections, it was at 29 inches. So he's looked like the Hulk and everything like that, but he's gone to the point like Gregg Valentino where he's had infections. I'm gonna remove that image very quickly because that is just gross. That is just disgusting. And this is what happens. This is what happens. This is what happens, guys. That's why you don't do this kind of shit, because this is the kind of stuff that happens. All right, I get it. All that shit is nuts. And you think that guy's arms are the biggest. Now, apparently, this guy has the biggest arms. He is known as the Egyptian Popeye. He has had, apparently, they say he has the Guinness World Record of the biggest arms. Apparently, he actually managed to get himself into the Guinness World Records for having the biggest arms. And he claims that these, my friend, are natural. Claims that these are natural. You're trying to tell me this little lump right here is natural. Mustafa Ishmael, 31-inch arm. Yep. Yeah, that's totally gonna be real. Yeah. I don't think, like, the thing is, like, nothing else, like, he should have injected his forearms with something, because it doesn't even look like this guy works out, you know? This guy looks like an average Joe with a big, like, this almost looks like a tumor at this point, right here. Like, compared with everything else, like, you would have like some veins here at least. The previous guy at least had like veins and everything everywhere. This guy's got 0 veins. This guy's got nothing going on. It doesn't look like he works out. It looks like he has a tumor growing there. And this guy's, if it's natural, then that's a tumor, and you probably should get that removed before it spreads to his whole body. One more for Au Natural. Check that out. Just absolutely Absolutely crazy. This guy claims to have the biggest arms, and Guinness World Records has claimed this to be official. So congratulations. Let me know what you guys think of these, and if you guys know of any other people with bigger arms, comment down below who has the biggest arms in the world, and let me know what you guys think of this. I think generally speaking, we're all gonna agree that this is just stupid. But like I said, this becomes an addiction. People don't see reality. For example, when I had an eating disorder, I would develop a body image disorder. You know, I was so skinny, but I wouldn't see that in the mirror. You just don't see it in the mirror, and that's when things get scary. You don't see reality, and you just keep starving yourself. For example, here they don't see that their arms are really that big, you know, and they just want to get bigger and bigger, and they don't see necessarily how ridiculous they look. And so they keep injecting, and sometimes it's very unsafe, unsanitary. Most of the time it's unsanitary shit, because the amount that they have to inject is extremely expensive. Like, some of these guys inject 100 ounces of synthol every day. Like, that is bonkers. Bonkers is a very good word. Very, very good word to use right here. It's just freaking insane. But anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. All right, anyways, guys, I'm going to wrap it up here. Again, the Arm Day tee is available for a very limited time on teespring.com. Link in the description below. Get your Goku gains. Delicious flavors. Yummy gummy gasm. Sex on the beach. Peach mango fandango. Rated one of the most delicious pre-workouts in the world. Get it? FuriousFormulations.com. Link in the description below. We'll catch you guys later. Thank you again for your daily support. Show some love with a thumbs up on this video. You guys stay sexy, stay hungry, gains, and get laid. Boom!